This is frontal arm cogs in a split stance, a subtle variation from standing with your feet underneath you parallel and moving the arms internally and externally in opposing actions. Remember, the cogs are two wheels, one going clockwise, the other counterclockwise, the way in which our body moves. Hips going in one direction, ribs going in the opposite direction, tissue lengthening and shortening. So we're just going to do the same thing as before, but having you in a split stance, one leg in front of the other. Now, if you're not thinking about which leg to put in front of you, you're probably going to bring the leg that you commonly bring forth all the time. So, catch yourself, if you would, and switch legs. This will give you a completely different experience, and it may cause you to feel a little bit more challenged with your balance. With your arms out at shoulder height, one arm is going to internally rotate, and that shoulder will wind forward and upward, while the other one externally rotates and pulls the shoulder back. And as I'm in this split stance, I'm going to try and keep my head as level as possible and not let it tilt to the left and right as I move my body back and forth through this motion. Now I can glide back and forth onto the forward leg and back, or I can just stay fixed in between both feet. Either way, just get a sense of what is the quality of the motion through the upper torso and down through the feet as you create this kind of winding sensation with the arms. Does one side feel a little bit easier than the other? Do you struggle through a certain range? What does that feel like? You can switch legs and do the same thing on the opposite side and see what that feels like as well. But be sure to assess prior to the movement and after each motion just to see, is this really what I need at this moment? Because your brain's not going to lie to you. Use the autonomic nervous system, single leg balance, total body rotation, maybe the shoulder flexion or abduction, as well as internal rotation and scarecrow, as we call it. Check out one of those, see what that's like. Was there an improvement or was there a decrease? It'll tell you pretty instantly whether this is a great movement for you to do at this moment or not.